Welcome to my channel, Magic Wand, and welcome back if you happen to be returning. Today I will be doing a flip through and one card reading of the Gaian Tarot 2nd edition, Healing the Earth, Healing Others by Joanna Powell Colbert. This deck was published at the very end of April, this past April 2025, and a big shout out and thank you to REDFeather for sending this deck my way to review. And the deck comes in this hard case box, which looks like this. It's quite a large box. This is the front. This is the side of the box, and that's the back there. And the top, there's no writing on the top or the other sides. It opens up with a magnetic clasp like this, and the cards are stored in a split fashion in this little cardboard insert with the guidebook on top. And the deck does come with this very comprehensive guidebook. This is the front of the guidebook here, the spine, and the back. It is in color. It has color images of the cards. Every card is included like this. And it has a really good table of contents, which lists all the cards and the associated page numbers. And the author has changed quite a few of the names in the deck. So though it follows the traditional structure, the naming has changed, and the table of contents serves as a quick reference actually to see what the name was changed from and to. So for example, the Emperor is changed to the Builder. I don't know if I can get that to focus very well, but that's how the table of contents is laid out. And in terms of the minor arcana, they are grouped by elements and numbers. So all the aces are grouped together, all the 2s, 3s, and 4s, and then there are elements associated with those numbers. And then the core cards, traditionally, which are usually pages, knights, queens, and kings, have been changed to children, explorers, guardians, and elders. So that's interesting as well. And everything is extremely well laid out and explained in the guidebook. And she does include quite a few spreads, as well as journal prompts and endnotes. And then at the very back, there's a section about the author. But let's just go into the actual layout of the major arcana. So it begins with, it includes the number, the name of the card, the theme, a description of the card, and the upright meaning as well as the reversed meaning, which is referred to as the shadow side of the card. And then on this page, the next page, there's a section called Deepen Your Understanding of the card in question, and then additional themes. And then for the major arcana, she has included the meaning of symbols on the cards themselves, which is really interesting. Journal questions are also included, quite a few journal questions. And then finally a section called Remember. And that's the same for all the major arcana cards. And then the minor arcana begin over here on page 81, and they include elements, numbers, and people. So there's this section on elements, numbers, as well as the people. And then the minor arcana are laid out in the guidebook with the, as I mentioned earlier, aces grouped together, and then you have a section describing the aces in general with keywords and themes for the aces. And then you have ace of air, ace of fire, ace of water, ace of earth. And all the minor arcana are laid out the same way, and so there's an image of the card, a description, and then the upright meaning, the reversed meaning, and a section called Remember. So that's all the minor arcana, and that includes what traditionally would be the core cards in the traditional deck, which I'll just show you here. So then it goes into the core cards which have been renamed. For example, children are traditionally pages, and then you have the same layout, and then the section, general section about the children, or what is normally pages, and then the same layout as the rest of the minor arcana, and then it'll have a section on the explorer, knights, and so on. And then at the very back there are quite a few spreads, as I mentioned, and then there's also a section on the author at the very back with a picture of her as well. Okay, so, oh, there is one more thing about the guidebook. And the one more thing is that when this edition was published, there was an inadvertent omission of the upright meaning for the strength card. So they've included a page to be inserted for the strength card to include the upright meaning here. And I will probably secure this page in here with a little bit of scrapbooking washi tape, something pretty, so that it doesn't fall out. Okay, so that is the guidebook. Now, the cards themselves look like this. They have a lovely design on the backs of the cards, which include a picture of the planet Earth and some flowers surrounding the planet, as well as a monarch butterfly, and it appears to be set over top of a beautiful canopy of a luscious forest, which is the background, the green background. At least that's what it looks like. Just the tops of trees. Really quite pretty. And the stock is a smooth semi-gloss and middle of the road thickness. It bends and returns quite well. And size-wise, compared to a traditional plaid back tarot card, that is the size difference there. So they're a little bit wider and a little bit taller. And bonus feature of this beautiful deck is that it is gilded in gold, which is really lovely. Quite a beautiful gold gilding. Let me just move this out of the way here so you can, there, you can see it. Ah, that's a good angle there to catch the gold. Very pretty. Okay, so the cards are in order, although I should mention that originally when they come in the box set, brand new, they are ordered with the major arcana first, of course, and then they're all grouped by aces, twos, threes, and so on. So I have reorganized them into the suits. Okay, so the first card is the Seeker, which traditionally would be the Fool. And the cards have a green border and then a fine gold border around the image itself. And all the cards have the same design. As well, just to mention, for all the cards that have the names changed, it's very easy to reference the table of contents in the guidebook for a quick reference if you want to check out the original name. Okay, so this is the first card, the Seeker. Quite pretty. There's a young woman standing on a hilltop overlooking a beautiful valley with a river, and her companion is a fox. And she has some, I believe, swallows flying around as well. Very pretty. Okay, next card is the Magician. The Priestess. the gardener, the builder, the teacher, the lovers, the canoe, strength, the hermit, justice, the tree. That's the image of the guide on the guidebook. Very pretty. Death. And there's an image of a dead bird, I believe, there. Oops. Temperance. Birdweed. That would traditionally be the devil. Lightning. The star. The moon. The sun. Awakening. And Gaia, the world. Okay, so now we're into the minor arcana with the element of earth, which would traditionally be pentacles. Ace of earth. Two of earth. Three of earth. Four of earth. Five of earth. Six of earth. Seven of earth. Eight of earth. Nine of earth. 10 of earth. Child of earth, and this would traditionally be the page of earth or page of pentacles, so the court cards. Explorer of earth. Guardian of earth. And elder of earth. Now for the element of water, ace of water, which would typically be cups. Two of water. I just love this card. I think it's one of my favorites in the deck. Three of water. Four of water. Five of water. Six of water. Seven of water. Eight of water. Nine of water. 10 of water. Child of water. Explorer of water. Guardian of water. And elder of water. And now for the element of air, ace of air, which would typically be swords. Two of air. Three of air. Four of air. Five of air. Six of air. Seven of air, and interestingly, he is holding a map. Eight of air. Nine of air. 10 of air. Oh, sorry, that's not page, it's child. It would be page in the traditional deck. So child of air. Explorer of air. Guardian of air. Elder of air. And now for the element of fire, which would traditionally be wands. Ace of fire. Two of fire. Three of fire. Four of fire. Five of fire. Six of fire. Seven of fire. Eight of fire. Oops. There we go. 9 of fire. 10 of fire. Child of fire. Explorer of fire. Guardian of Fire, and the last card, Elder of Fire. Okay, so those are all the cards, and I will go ahead and shuffle for a 1-card reading for you today. And as I shuffle, I simply ask that you perhaps consider this to be a timeless reading for yourself, so that anytime you come across this video, the card drawn may have significance for you at this stage in your life. And I simply ask that you use your intuition to discern if the card drawn does have meaning for you at this point in your life. And I'll go ahead and ask Spirit to please guide my hand for a card for you today. Can I please have a message for the person viewing? What message do you have to convey for whoever may be watching this video? Oh, okay. Well, I will take the top card that popped up out of this because it really wanted to come up. And it is the 3 of Earth. Lovely card. Beautiful. So that would typically be the 3 of Pentacles. And I will go ahead and read from the guidebook. And so it is in the Minor Arcana. Let me just move that aside here. So we'll just look into the guidebook here like this. And so it is in the grouping of 3s. So we just flip to the 3s, and which begins with this section here. And we have, this is the 3 of Earth here. So it does include just this one page here. Okay, and I'll see if maybe you can read along with me as I start from here. So it says, 3 women make tinctures, teas, salves, and other healing concoctions out of the herbs they've gathered in gardens and fields. They work together to create aromatic medicine for the good of the community, weaving laughter and friendship into the brew. This card has been seen as building the Mother House, a community space where all can gather. Here, the temple of the divine is the body, and the herbs nourish, heal, and sustain us. And the upright reading, which this is, reads, you are gathering in community with others to create something of lasting value. When we collaborate and work together cooperatively, the final product is more than each of its separate parts. The pleasure we take in each other's company finds its way into the medicine we create. What luscious gifts are you and your friends making for your community? And then if the card were reversed, it is referred to as the shadow side of the card, and it would read, you may have not yet found a community where you feel at home. It's time to seek one out, or better yet, create one. Find others with mutual interests and start a gathering in your home or at a local bookstore or community center. Relationships begin slowly and build over time. Reach out to others and co-create a community of like-minded folks. And then the section called Remember reads, creativity flourishes when we collaborate with friends and kindred spirits. Okay, so that was the flip through and 1-card reading of the Gaian Tarot by Joanna Powell Colbert. I hope you enjoyed the video today, and if you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel, Magic Wand. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care and have a great day. Bye for now.